There's a story involving Yogi Berra, the well-known catcher for the New York Yankees, and Hank Aaron, the all-time leading home run hitter, who at the time played for the Milwaukee Braves. The teams were playing in the World Series, and as usual, Yogi was keeping up the chatter intended to encourage his teammates while distracting the Milwaukee batters. As Aaron came to the plate, Yogi said, "Henry, you're holding the bat wrong. You're supposed to hold it so you can read the trademark." Aaron looked at him but didn't say a word. When the next pitch came, he hit it into the left field bleachers. After rounding the bases and touching home plate, Hank Aaron looked at Yogi Berra and said, "I didn't come up here to read." Think about that for a minute. To be successful in life, you've got to know why you're standing at the plate. If I wasn't a pastor, I'm fairly confident I'd pursue a career as a business performance coach, as a results coach. Because I'm constantly amazed at the number of ways that people manage to get distracted from their goals. Often goals that are clearly defined and outlined. When it comes to chasing rabbits and getting sidetracked by things that don't really matter, some people are literally world-class champions at it. Maybe you fall in that category. You know what I mean. You wake up and get to the office, clear about what needs to be done that day in order to accomplish your goals, your objectives. But before you know it, you've allowed any number of distractions, some that come from outside sources, others that come from within you. You've allowed those things to distract you and divert your time and energy until you get to the end of another day and think to yourself, "I don't know where my time went." Problem is this: unless you deal with it and develop a plan to work differently, you're likely to have the same experience the next day, the next week, the next month, the next year. So the solution is quite simple. Every day you should make a list of the things that need to be done, the things that will move you down the road toward accomplishing your goal. If you're a writer, it might be to write another 500 words, along with 4 phone calls to publishers, and maybe you're a salesperson. It might be to make 5 new client calls that day, plus a half dozen follow-up calls. If you're a business owner, it could be 2 hours of reading about new markets, an hour spent with your CFO to look at how you can be more efficient. Whatever it is for you, get it down on paper, along with all the other things you have to get done that day. And when your list is made, take a good hard look at it. And I think I've found that it's best if you do the most difficult thing on your list first. Because once you get that one done, the rest of the day looks different. And then you are able to move about the pace of the day at a rate that'll be pretty amazing. The distractions will fade away and your focus will be clear when you know why you're standing at the plate in the first place.